What's up, gang? Hey man, this your boy CJ. Hey man, I got another video that will open your mind, especially when it comes to marriage. So make sure you watch this video to the very end. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure you jump into the CLG community. The Hard 30 is coming to an end. So jump into the CLG community before August 25th. You get access to the Hard 30 for free. You also get a free one-on-one call with me as soon as you jump in. Just send me a DM. And then, like I said, it's less than $500 a year, which you get a 20% discount, only $48 a month when you jump in. So without further ado, let's just jump right into this video because I got a ton of gold nuggets in it.
Let's read this together. They dated 16 years. Married for 30 days. She demands $160 million. This is why men don't want to get married.
Now, that was a short video. It was a short clip, but it was a needed clip, and it was a needed video because I really wanted to break down this topic. And I was talking to my boy yesterday. We had like a long ass conversation. I don't know how long it was on the phone, but it was long. And he kept bringing up the Travis Hunter thing, right? And I told him, I was like, yeah, man, I was looking into the Travis Hunter thing, but I wanted to make a video on it, but I didn't see enough evidence. So I didn't know how true it was, so I didn't make the video. So my boy was saying, he's like, nah, bro, it's true, bro. He said, I can't find the video to send you, but he was like, somebody went into the documents in Colorado, and they found out that Travis Hunter's wife filed for divorce. And she's demanding $40 million. And they wasn't even married that long. Like, you know what I mean? They just recently, I don't know the exact time, so I'm not going to say a number, but they wasn't married that long. And then you turn around and you see this, that Birdman was dating this girl for 16 years. And then 30 days after he officially gets married to her, she wants a divorce and she wants $160 million. So the reason why I wanted to make this video is because I'm trying to tell you that, like, something right now, or it's just been this way for a while, a lot of fucking women just do not like men for whatever fucking reason, right? Even though it's purely narcissism, things like that, because most of these women wouldn't even be where they at right now if it wasn't for a man, but they hate the man that got them to where they're at, if that makes any sense. So, for example, a lot of women in their twisted, fucked up minds do not understand that if they were doing it alone and they didn't have a man that was super driven, super hungry, made a bunch of sacrifices, and finally made it through to the top, they in their fucked up minds be like, well, if I never married him or never gave him a shot, you know, I could have just focused on my career and I could have been a billionaire myself. Bitch, where? Where do you see that proof? Where do you see that evidence? You get what I'm trying to say? If you really had the skill to become a billionaire yourself, you would have done it. Women can't even handle stress like men can even handle it. There's so many women that are good, right? I've seen really good women that are good real estate agents and stuff like that. But the ones that make $1 million plus a year, a lot of them are fucking cracked. You feel me? A lot of them are cracked emotionally because of how much stress it actually takes. If I see a guy making $1 million a year in real estate or whatever the fuck, sales or whatever the case is, that guy can still fucking perform. You feel me? The guy can still fucking perform because guys tend to have naturally higher levels of testosterone. They can handle stressful situations a lot better than women can. So this fucking notion where women are talking about, well, if I didn't give all my life to you, I would have been a billionaire myself. Bitch, you wouldn't even have been a millionaire in most cases. Like, let's just call a spade a spade. If you had that potential, trust me, you would have exercised it. And guess what? You had the right to exercise it. Nobody told you to marry that man. You married that man because you knew he was a winning meal ticket. You knew that he could take you places that you couldn't take yourself. You married that man. And you're literally every fucking woman, most women aren't out here getting money off the muscle. It's a very small percentage of women who can actually get money off the muscle and sustain it. Where most women are actually getting rich is they're marrying a man who he got it off the muscle, and then they're getting it through the courts via divorce. Similar to like how Charleston White used to sign up to company or work for companies knowing damn well he didn't actually want to work for the company. All he wanted to do was find evidence so that he can sue the company. Find malpractice within the company so he can eventually sue it. So what women are doing is they're tying themselves to a guy who has drive, who has vision, who works his ass off, who built a team, who stressed himself out. Maybe he went bald, stressing himself out, whatever the case is. And then what they try to do is they try to get that guy in a legal marriage, and they try to say all the right things to that guy. Because they try to use the Bible as well. The Bible doesn't say nothing about government marriage. The Bible doesn't say nothing about a fucking government marriage. But they try to use the Bible as well to get that guy in a contractual marriage without a prenup or without any kind of documents to stop them from going after that guy's asset. And then as soon as that guy folds for what they want him to fold for, especially if they don't actually love the guy, they try to find their way to get out of it. And when they try to get out of it, they want a ton of money to do so. You get what I'm trying to say? And I think it's because a lot of these rich guys don't really know the leverage that they have. So Birdman, from what I've understood, Birdman was a very smart guy. If this is true, I don't know how true it is. That's the thing. Like, I really want to believe it, but Birdman, there's a reason why she was his girlfriend for 16 years. I don't see Birdman after 16 years be like, oh yeah, let me put a ring on it. But if this is true, this is some demonic shit. But women are naturally demonic and diabolical. Like, I'm not trying to just tell you guys this just to say this shit. It's actually the truth. All of the crazy shit that I've heard, or all of the demonic shit that I've heard, or all of the get by, get over stuff that I've heard, was always by women growing up. Always by women, like shortcuts, illegal shit, kind of scammy shit, It's always originated from a woman. And the reason I think I heard it from a woman growing up, and I never did none of the shit they suggested and shit like that. It's like, oh, you want money? Oh, you can do this one thing, or you can do this thing, or you can scam people, or you can do this thing. And I'm like, motherfucker, I'm never going to scam nobody. I'm never going to do no stupid shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? And this is shit girls were telling me when I was in high school. It'd be like girls pulling up with all kind of money and shit. And what I believe was happening was these girls was fast. So basically these girls was dating older guys, shit like that. They was dating scammers. They was dating very dark triad trait men. And the men was teaching them the shit, and then they would do the shit. Right? Like, this girl was trying to teach me how to do a MoneyGram scam. Like, oh, you just find somebody, you set up an Instagram, you find somebody, you tell them that you can help, like, add a zero to their money, they send you the money, then you fucking go ghost, you know? Like, you block them and shit. I'd be like, what the fuck? Like, why the fuck would I do that shit? Like, you know what I mean? But she probably learned it from a nigga she was fucking with. You know what I mean? Like, when girls choose partners, they tend to choose the most dark partner because they want somebody darker than them. They want somebody better than them in every category. And in a lot of times, they want somebody even fucking darker than them because they are naturally dark, no matter how innocent they look, no matter what, right? And this goes true to even girls in other countries. There are girls in other countries, they, for whatever fucking reason, they do not know how to pick a fucking man. They just don't know how to fucking do it. Why? Because they're looking for somebody that's darker than them, and it's hard for them to find that person because very few of those men exist. So this is my theory. My theory is the majority of women are naturally dark, right? They're naturally dark triad trait. They're naturally narcissistic. They're naturally, maybe it's by the way they're raised, maybe it's something in their blood, but I think the majority of women are actually dark triad. And it's a very small percentage of women who aren't dark triad. But that percentage is getting smaller and smaller each and every fucking year, in my opinion, because of the music, the media, all this stuff that's convincing women to do so. Even innocent women are naturally dark triad when you get to know them, right? Dark triad means narcissistic, all kinds of shit, right? But on the flip side, I think that there's a small percentage of men who are dark triad. So there's a large percentage of women who are dark triad, and there's a small percentage of men who are dark triad. But the men who are dark triad are really fucking dark. Like some of them are like really dark. Like I remember I was sleeping with this beautiful blonde, blue eyes, big old fat ass. Her ex-boyfriend was an ex-heroin dealer, and she left him. And the guy drugged her with LSD that was laced, fucked her head up, fucked her for like all night for like 3 hours. She thought it was, you know what I mean? When it put her in the shower, she said all she wanted was a cold shower. When it put her in the shower, she tripped through the whole entire experience. And then after he nutted, he finally said, now you can go in the shower. And while she was tripping, he said, yeah, you're gonna die. He said, I laced the pill you took. I laced it. You're gonna die. This girl is a fucking dime piece, and she dated a skinny trailer park white boy that used to sell heroin, who drugged her when she decided to leave him, and she was 16 and the guy was like 25. And she said she got hit on by everybody, but that's the guy she decided to date. She decided to date the most darkest motherfucker she could fucking find when she was she's still a dime piece. Still to this day, when I was catching her, she's a dime, right? You know what I mean? But that's the shit that fucking girls chase after, because, and then when I got to know her, she had dark triad traits, a bunch of them. And she came from a 2-parent household. She had her mother, she had her father, she had everything. She was dark as fuck. You get what I'm trying to say? She would literally, bro, go to bars to hunt men, to fuck them, and anytime the man got like too attached to her, she would leave him. Literally, she would go to the bar, find a guy that's her type, fuck the shit out of him, and then any guy that like liked her too much, and she told me this for her own words. She was like, she was trying to be celibate when she was fucking me, and I broke her celibacy. She was like, she said she was like a couple years in of celibacy when I broke it, cause you ain't playing those fucking games with me. But she said that when she was a hoe, you know what I mean, before the celibacy shit, you know what I mean, she used to go to bars, find a guy she liked, take him home, fuck the shit out of him, and then when he started catching feelings for her, she would end it, like immediately. Like literally, if she felt that the guy was catching feelings for her, she would cut it off immediately. Like, you know what I mean? Just a dark bitch. I was like, damn, that's kind of cold. She was like, yeah, some of the guys got really, really, really like depressed, and some of the guys were like, you know, like blow me up nonstop, and some of them got really, really crazy. And I'm like, yeah, cause they fucking a fucking dime piece. They like you. And she said she used to stay away from the players. So she's a fucking 10 out of 10, nice ass body, fat ass, flat stomach. She didn't have no titties, but she was fucking gorgeous. So what she would do is she would give average looking niggas pussy, because she didn't like the alpha of the alpha men. Like, she didn't like the star football player and shit like that, because she felt like those guys would hurt her. So what she would do is she would give average guys pussy. Like, some of them be skinny, lanky, some of them be whatever the case is. She would give those average men pussy. These men have never got pussy on that caliber level, so they naturally start falling for this bitch. And as soon as they fall for her, she just be like, you know, I don't like where things are going, I just want to put it into this. And a lot of these guys was like suicidal. She said several of the guys that she did that to were like really seriously thinking about ending their life. Like, was like, I'm gonna end it. Luckily, none of them did, but she did that to guys. But her karma, well, maybe it wasn't her karma, it happened to her young. But she dated a fucking meth dealing, heroin dealing, fucking skinny ass linky white boy from a fucking trailer park, and wonder why the guy would fucking laced her with fucking drugs and fucked her all night when she tried to leave him. You get what I'm trying to say? It's like, it's some weird shit, bro. It's like, the more stories that I hear, because I do 80-20 all the time with girls, the more stories that I hear, I be like, god damn, the majority of fucking women are dark triad. You get what I'm trying to say? Even growing up, when I look back at it, the women was always trying to teach them, like my stepdad and stuff like that, like how to get over. Like, nah, we can get food stamps. Nah, we can do this. Nah, we can do this. Nah, we can get this. Nah, we can, like, they always trying to find ways to, like, in a way, scam, or not, like, do it the proper way or something like that. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, going back to this video, if this is true, which I'm a little bit skeptical about it, because why even marry a girl if y'all been dating for 16 years? Why even make it official? You know what I mean? Like, I don't get it. You know, if we've been dating for 16 years, I'm a very influential guy. I'm a very wealthy guy. Why would I ever get married? If I was wealthy, why would I ever get married? You get what I'm trying to say? I think that marriage is a broke man's game, right? If you broke and you ain't got nothing to lose, well, you ain't got nothing to lose. If she divorced, I mean, what she gonna get half of? A fucking apartment lease? Like, what, you ain't got shit for her to give half of? Like, what she gonna get half of your car? You know what I mean? Like, well, what do you own, sir? Well, I own a car. Well, I guess y'all can split that car up. It's a 1992 Honda. I guess y'all can split that up, because you gotta understand with divorce, when they do the divorces, they look for assets, right? So they look for like assets that you have and they try to split it up. And that's the first thing that the lawyer does. He sits the woman down and he says, how many assets do you believe your husband has? Like, how many properties, businesses does he own? And that's kind of how they go for it. Another thing they do too, if the guy makes a lot of money and he doesn't have assets, what they'll try to go for is like something like alimony, or if he has kids with her, they'll try to go for child support. But that's like a monthly payment, right? So like a lot of times that's based off of your income and things like that. And they make a decision on that. But a lot of times that's not crazy high, but sometimes it is. It's a monthly charge that you have to pay every single month, right? So like, and then sometimes they take it out of your check immediately. You know, Country Wayne was talking about that, like how he was working for a company and he had to pay child support. And after they took the child support and the taxes out of his check, he was like, what the fuck? Like, I'm really working for nothing. Like, you know what I mean? So that's another way they try to get you too. I don't think Country Wayne was married. I think he just had kids or some shit like that. And it was like a child support thing. So, and you got to understand that like women are really good with like using resources against you. Like, they're really great at it. Like, my mom was really good at like the food stamp game, or like you know what I mean? Like, po-mouthing like people, and like even though she made decent money, like she still was like really good at like getting stuff out of the government. You know what I mean? Like just really good at like getting extra help when she ain't needed. Like, you know what I mean? She ain't have no problem like exaggerating to the government, or like, you feel me, or like saying to the government like, oh, I don't make this, or I don't make this, or like, even though she making it, she just it can't be proved, so she gonna go with like, you get what I'm trying to say? So like I said, bro, women hate men because I guess the media is telling them to hate us, but they wouldn't even be in the position that they was in without a man. Like, they wouldn't even, none of those women would have started their own company even half as big as the guys, or made even half the money that the guys that they linked up with on their own. There's no way in hell. There's no way Travis Hunter's girl would even be relevant if she wasn't dating Travis Hunter. Like, nobody would have ever heard of her, ever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that girl would have never done nothing reasonable in her whole entire life if she was not tied to Travis Hunter. It's the same thing like this Birdman chick. I still don't even know who Birdman chick is. Nobody would have never heard of this chick if she wasn't tied to Birdman. No matter what she thinks in her head, right? Because this is what guys are saying, like, oh, the woman gave up her career, she could have been super successful. Bro, I know women, they don't get super successful. They value vacation time more than they value fucking work. So if you can't stay up 3 o'clock in the morning working, you know what I mean? Like, motherfucker, your ass ain't never gonna be successful. You get what I'm trying to say? Them niggas ain't staying up till 3 o'clock in the morning working. Them motherfuckers, they value fun, experience, vacation. Women like to spend money. You get what I'm trying to say? And it's hard to spend money when you trying to run a fucking business, because most of your money in the beginning years is going to go towards most of the times you're going to be losing money the first fucking few years of any kind of business or anything substantial. You're going to be losing fucking money, pouring it into something in hopes that it grows. Yeah, them Chanel bags, you ain't gonna be able to do that. Yeah, getting your nails done, you have to put that on pause. Oh, that makeup, that new makeup line that came out, have to put that on pause. Oh, them new clothes that you got to buy, you're gonna have to put that on pause. A lot of women can't make that sacrifice. So what they do is they tie themselves to a man, and then the government simps to women, and the government will be like, yeah, but you could have, the whole time you were standing by his side, you could have built your own empire. The government, the lawyer know that's bullshit. But the lawyer wants to get his cut of it, because that's who really wins. Think about it. That 160 million or whatever they get, the lawyer get most of the times up to 40% of that shit. You feel me? And then the taxes take 50% of that shit. So really, like when Eminem mom, bro, this is how the diabolical women are. Eminem's own mother sued her son Eminem because of how he portrayed her in his songs. And she thought she was gonna hit big, but she said so she broke her bond with her son Eminem. And she said after the lawyer fees and after the taxes, she said she barely only made $1 million. So she basically like, damn, it wasn't even worth it after I paid all the fees and stuff, and I barely even made $1 million. Yes, because they conned you, you stupid bitch. They turned you against your own son. Them dark triad lawyers turned you against your own motherfucking son. And you thought you was finna hit big, because that's how they talk to you. They talking to you how you oh man, we gonna hit big, we gonna hit big. When they saying we, they talking about themselves. And then once the lawyer take his cut, and then the government, oh, you gotta put that to the taxes. And then you see what you left with, you be like, I put my son through all, my own blood son that came out of me, I put him through that over greed for just this? Like, and now me and my son don't even have a fucking strong relationship like that? And I did all that to get y'all niggas rich? That's who they getting rich, is really the lawyers. You get what I'm trying to say? And the fact that Travis Hunter, and let's go on Travis Hunter. If the thing is true with Travis Hunter, I don't feel no sorry for Travis Hunter, because everybody warned Travis Hunter. Everybody knew that girl didn't love him. Everybody knew that it wasn't real, it wasn't genuine. Everybody knew that she was in business while he was in love. And that is the worst position that you can be in. When the girl that you messing with is looking at you as a meal ticket, and you looking at her as somebody that you genuinely love, care for, and is slightly out of your league. Because that's how he was looking at her, because she tells him every day that you weren't my type. I was out of your league. If you ever find yourself in a position where you're fucking on a girl that you know is out of your league, and she knows that she's out of your league, don't ever take her serious. That is my number one rule to you guys. If you know and she know that she's out of your league, never take her serious. She will be a rotation bitch to the day she die. If she ever feels like she is your equal, or if she ever feels like she is above you, she has no respect for you, and she will do anything to self-preserve herself at your expense. And she will give you tears, and she will tell you anything that she has to tell you to make you feel like it was your fault in a way. That girl, if she is trying to leave Travis Hunter, she's gonna be like, I just can't handle the media, the comments, everything that comes with this marriage. It's just too much on me. She gonna say all of that shit. She's gonna say all of that shit and mean none of it. Because she just gotta say something so she can get out the fucking relationship. She doesn't have to mean anything. She just has to say something to get the fuck out of the relationship. And what Travis Hunter did is he boosted her up. He got her marketing out there. He got her name out there. And she probably getting hit up by some really alpha ass niggas right now. There's probably some real alpha ass dudes in her DM box that actually are her type. You feel me? And all these guys gonna do is fuck her and leave her, right? Like I said, a small percentage of men are dark triad. A large percentage of women are dark triad. But what's happening is the large percentage of women is giving the pussy to the small percentage of men. The small percentage of men getting all the goddamn pussy. You get what I'm trying to say? A large percentage of men ain't getting shit. Like literally ain't getting no pussy for years. When they get some pussy, they don't know what the fuck to do with it. So really, really, really study this video. If it is true, even if it ain't true, we have seen too much evidence of this happening. Even with Jeff Bezos' wife, whatever the case is, it is what it is. You know what I mean? We have seen too much evidence of this happening for us to know that marriage in the Western world does not benefit the man in no way, shape, or form. And contrary to what you believe, it does not have any downside for the woman. So if you do the marriage the Western way, there is zero downside for the woman. She can still go out, look cute. She can still get hit on. She can still, all this shit can happen. Nothing changes with her strategy, right? And she can have the guy by the balls the whole entire time. because she knows, especially if the guy has any kind of money or whatever the case is, she knows that if she ever decides to leave, that she can go to any fucking lawyer, especially if the guy has a lot of money. She can go to any dark triad talented lawyer, right? Yeah, the lawyer might be fucking a scumbag, it might be pure evil, but the lawyer will be talented, right? And that lawyer will walk her through how to get the most money out of that guy. He will. That lawyer will walk her through how to get the most money out of that guy. So what is the benefit to the man for legal government marriage? I don't see it. If you want to do it for religion, read the Bible. They don't say shit about a government contract. If you want to do it based off of religion, you can. The marriage is a covenant between God, the woman, the man and woman is one, whatever. It don't say nothing about you got to do it through the government with a marriage license and all this crazy shit. Hell no. Now the religious girls is going to try to make that a thing, right? Even fat girls want rich men. Even fat, ugly women want rich men, which is insane to me. You get what I'm trying to say? So I really wanted to break that video down. Like I said, man, men is a little bit at war with some of these women, like for real. Like, you know what I mean? And what I mean by war is like, we're not really at war because women would never win a war. But what I mean by war is we got to defend ourselves against the modern day woman. That's what I mean by war. Like, not in an aggressive way. We're not at war like we're hunting women down and stuff like that. We're not in that war. We're more of in a defensive position, right? Like, we got to protect ourselves against these modern day women. We got to protect ourselves against women because they can't even protect themselves against themselves. So we got to be a little bit more cautious. You feel me? A little bit more observant. Say less. Use less of your words. And you'll be surprised you'll get the most out of a chick. You feel me? So make sure you guys jump into the CLG community, the Hard 30. Just hooked up with a chick last night, actually. And it was the chick that gave me the hand job. The chick from Normandy, blonde, blue eyes, things like that. That's posted in the Hard 30. The Hard 30, today is the last day for the Hard 30. So like I said, if anybody jumps in before August 25th, you get access to the Hard 30 for free. So jump in right away. I'm going to be posting the Hard 30 fairly soon. And you guys can go through 30 days, it's just a random 30 days. There was no drip campaign in it. There was none of that stuff. It's just a random 30 days of me just going outside, getting my steps in, and then seeing, talking to a couple girls here and there, and then just seeing where the chips fall. So you guys get to watch that. You guys get to see that. You guys get to learn from that Hard 30. It's probably a really good project of mine. And then I'm going to start another project right after that for the guys who are a little bit more advanced. I'm going to start using my Ray-Ban glasses, and I'm going to start actually filming my approaches, like how I how I basically follow the process even within my approaches, you know what I mean? And how quickly I can move a girl through the process with my skill set. So yeah, man, I'm bringing a bunch of value to you guys. So lock into the CLG community. It's only $48 a month, less than $500 a year with a 20% discount. And then you also get a one-on-one for free with me. Just jump in, DM me. We'll set that one-on-one up. And then you'll also get access to the Hard 30. So that being said, I'm out. Peace.